My boyfriend sabotaged my birth control. Brian and I had been dating for almost a year when I found out I was pregnant. It was unexpected. I can't be on birth control for medical reasons, but we were always very careful when it came to using protection. So to say this came as a surprise would be an understatement. I loved Brian, don't get me wrong, but we had barely begun discussing moving in together. How was I supposed to broach the topic of parenthood? I thought he would freak out, but Brian was actually thrilled. I didn't share his enthusiasm, but Brian did nothing but reassure me. He pitched me on his vision of our future. Soon, his startup was gonna take off, and then he'd have enough money to move us into a house. We could get married, raise the baby together, and live a happy life as a family. It sounded nice. Who wouldn't want a house and a family and a husband who loves you? So that was that. We were going to be parents. That's what I thought, at least, until a few days later when I was cleaning up my apartment. I was tidying up my bedroom when I decided to throw away my big box of condoms. I was already pregnant, so what was the point in using them anymore? I tossed the box to the garbage from across the room, like an idiot, and all the condoms came spilling out. I had to pick them up one by one to throw them away, and that's when I noticed the holes. At first, I thought it might be a manufacturing issue, but every one I picked up had a hole in the exact same place. That's how I knew it had been done on purpose. Brian had sabotaged my birth control. Brian wanted me pregnant. I tried to give Brian the benefit of the doubt. His dream of us moving in together and being a family seemed so sweet. Yes, what he did was insane, but it's possible he did it out of love. Maybe he just wanted to speed up our relationship. Was that really so bad? I decided that I would give Brian a chance to explain himself, and he fessed up immediately. Yes, I poked the holes, Brian said matter-of-factly. Why would you betray my trust like that? I asked. The look in Brian's eyes stayed steady. I got the feeling he didn't regret what he had done at all. I need to have a child as quickly as possible, before the company fails. Brian wasn't really making sense, and his lack of emotion was starting to piss me off. What the hell does having a child have to do with your startup? Brian reached into his pocket and pulled out a sheet of paper. Brian, I asked, what the hell is this? The bottom was signed in blood. A contract. In exchange for making my company successful, I offered our firstborn child to Satan.